beautiful people. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Welcome in. How's everyone doing today? Oh my goodness. Hello, my beautiful Viviani. Happy Thanksgiving, girlfriend. How you doing, sweetheart? Got any special plans today? I know I was going to come on and say hi to you earlier this morning because I had just gotten done doing some of my recordings for my Patreon membership. But I had just crawled in bed and I had taken some medicine and made me drowsy. So I had to take a nap real quick because I knew I was going to be streaming today, since I had no plans on going anywhere today. I called my brother and told him I wasn't going to be attending Thanksgiving dinner because I had to be here to work. Plus, I still don't have my car yet, so I'm stuck at home right now, but that's quite all right. So I'm enjoying my Thanksgiving at home with peace and quiet and trying to get some work done. So happy Thanksgiving to you and everyone else out there. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. Spending time with the people y'all love. I'm going to be spending it here with y'all for however long I'm streaming for, which I'm not even sure how long I'll be on today, but I'll be back tonight sometime. So I'll probably end up having to lay down and take a nap at some point, because I did lay down, but I didn't sleep. I don't even think I might have taken a cat nap, if anything, because I don't know. It was odd. I couldn't fall asleep, which I thought I would have been able to fall asleep because my doctor changed my medicine. So I was thinking it was going to knock me out, like he told me it would make me drowsy, but it didn't do none of that. So, but I know I did fall asleep at some point, even if it was just for 20-30 minutes, and that was it. And then I woke back up, and I think I was also worried because I had a neighbor come knock on my door the other day and asked if they could bring me a plate of food, because I went through and they saw that, it's just me and, Potato here, so they thought they would offer to bring over food in case we had no plans. So Flip, I'm only doing paid readings, honey. So if you want a personal reading, it's $20 US by PayPal, Venmo, or ZELLE. So my neighbor did come by and dropped off a couple of containers of food for Thanksgiving, so I had something to eat, which was very sweet of them. It was completely unexpected, because I was just going to probably munch on some cheese and whatever else I could find in that fridge. So, but I haven't looked in the fridge yet to see what exactly they brought. But I'm very thankful for them. Flip, we're not playing games today. So, unless you want a reading, you really don't need to be in here. But I guess you can sit there and think about it for a few minutes because I just put you in timeout. So, anyhow, so I got a cat nap, but I worked all night, which was fun. Keep me busy. And today, I got a very strong channeled message earlier. There's a reckoning coming. I've been feeling it for a little while. But today it came through even stronger. So, if any of y'all been feeling like there's been nothing but obstacles in your way, maybe even people holding you back, you think, people are preventing you from thriving, reaching your goals, whether this is in your personal life, in your relationships, or even at work. I feel like there's a change coming where everything's going to be made right and things are going to start opening up for you. I feel like that pathway is opening up. Spirit's clearing the way. So, don't be afraid. Try not to worry. Stay positive, beautiful people. I know sometimes that's difficult to do, especially when we want something so badly to happen and it feels like nothing ever happens or falls in line like it's supposed to. No matter how hard we try, it seems like something always gets in the way or prevents something good from happening. I get the feeling for some of y'all that's going to change. So, if y'all really feel like something or possibly even someone has been getting in your way, I feel like those people are going to be removed and they won't be an obstacle anymore. But understand me, beautiful people. If it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. Anything that's meant for you will never pass you by. I tell y'all that all the time. And I know it gets frustrating to hear that because you want something so bad and you can't understand why things aren't falling in line like you had planned or, dreamed or envisioned. And, sometimes there's things that just were not meant to happen. No matter how much we want it or wish for it, it just doesn't come to be because it's not for our highest good. So, I feel like it's going to be getting better over the next few months. There's a big shift. In fact, Spirit told me to pull from here. Where'd it go? Unless I buried my deck. I probably did. Knowing me. You don't see it there. Nope. I don't need that right now. Well, I thought I had my angel deck right there. Unless it's buried under this other box. Probably is. Nope, that's not it. Well, where did I put it? Because I usually pull from that deck. Nope, that's my spirit animal. Well, I can always pull from this one too. So, I even got my different dice here. I pulled out. Feel like, the heck? I just saw a bright spirit orb. Saw a big energy move. Came right above my head. But anyhow, so I got my dice too. And we can be a little funny. Well, I guess I should put this one back. Let me get myself organized here. I got decks stacked on top of decks, stacked on top of more decks, and more decks, and more decks. I don't think it was in this one, but it's going to go back in that one. Alright. So, let's see. I have a feeling, yeah, getting some of y'all's ancestors here. Alright, Spirit, I got it. Where I put this deck at? Yeah. Bury it back over here. Find all my other decks later. Still haven't had a chance to get everything reorganized. Let's see. Alright, Spirit. I'm gonna pull a few messages from this one deck I have. See what quick messages y'all's ancestors have to say to y'all today on this wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. A day to celebrate and be thankful and grateful. You know, gratitude does bring in abundance, beautiful people. So, you know, I know sometimes it's difficult, again, to be thankful, especially when things may not be going our way. But when we can show the universe that we're thankful, even if we don't have everything we want, but and may not even have everything we need, but we're thankful for what we do have, that's when they love to come in and bless us and surprise us unexpectedly. So, and like I said, Spirit's telling me there's a reckoning. If y'all been feeling any obstacles getting in y'all's way, and this may not resonate for everyone, but for some of y'all been feeling it. If y'all been feeling it, like things are going to change, like there's a reckoning and things are going to be made right, you would be right to feel that way. Trust your intuition, because Spirit's telling me things will be made right. Where there's been obstacles, those obstacles are going to be cleared out of your way. So, Spirit, take these few messages. It's a collective reading. Take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't, y'all. Alright. The collective's ancestors, what messages do you have from my wonderful members and viewers? What messages would you like to share today? Please and thank you. Let's see. Spirit, show me, Spirit. Y'all have a pet coming through. If y'all are missing a pet, a fur baby, I want you to know that they're still coming in and out of your door waiting for you for when you come home. Just know that they're always in your heart. Alright, what else, Spirit? Your ancestors want you to know when you can believe in something and believe you can, that's half the battle, and you're halfway there. It's like I said again, that feeling I'm getting, there's a shift coming in. Things are starting to change. A realignment, a reckoning. So Spirit's saying it's half the battle. They're going to clear the rest of the way for you. But you got to keep pushing forward. You can't give up. And you can't get lazy either. And just say, oh, well, Spirit's going to take care of this for me. You got to be able to help yourself and help them too. To help create that way. Sorry, I hear my cats running around the other room. Because they want to remind you there's no limits. You create your own limits. Alright, Spirit. Tell me something else real quickly about this. Actually, I'm going to use this other deck before I pull that dice. Just tell me quickly, spirits. What is this pertaining to? Hello, Rage. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, sweetheart. Alright, what is this if I can talk. Great for your soul. Knows no limits. Tell me more about this, Spirit, please, and thank you. Even with these small cards, it's still hard trying to shuffle a big deck that has over like 130 something cards in it. Alright, Spirit, show me. What is this, a reckoning? What's this realignment, Spirit, that I keep picking up, that you all keep telling me today? Tell me more. Yeah, Spirit showing me things are developing. They're confirming it. They want you to alchemize. Be strategic in your game plan. You're gaining momentum. What else, Spirit? New beginnings. Fresh start. They want you to be carefree. Even allow that innocent inner child to come out. To be more curious, more creative, and hopeful. Just be careful. You know, people like to gossip. And then you also got the people who are jealous, especially when they see you doing well, or they see things working out for you, and they, want what you have and so forth. Those are the people that you may want to not share everything with, so this kind of almost feels like someone like in your family that's jealous is what I'm picking up. A sibling. So if you always feel like you're in competition with your sibling, you may want to refrain from sharing what good things are happening in your life. Because I just, unfortunately, don't feel like they're going to be happy. I don't feel like they're going to be all excited about seeing you improve your life, you growing, things getting better. It's one of those things, they're going to smile on your face, but then behind your back say, they hope that you feel that kind of energy. Which, I don't understand people like that. I always want to see everybody doing well. But others don't believe like I do. I feel like some of y'all are getting new love. This can be a new friendship developing, or this can be a romance. What else, Spirit? Tell me more about this, Spirit. Remember how I was saying, like, be careful who you share your good news with? Yeah, Spirit's confirming there's a snake in your circle. Someone who's very jealous is what I'm picking up. Ugh. It's like I have that saying, love to hate you, to hate the fact they love you at the same time. You just want to be careful because they're wearing a mask, as I said. Do not tell them everything. I wouldn't even tell them anything. Spirit's even saying, I wouldn't let them know anything that's going on with you, good, bad, or indifferent right now. Because, they're going to smile on your face, especially if you're doing well or things are getting, growing in the right direction for you. But they're going to wish to see you fail, or they're going to hope things fall through, because they're going to keep putting on this mask right here. Alright, Spirit. What else do the ancestors want to share real quickly about this? What else, Spirit? And then I just want to pull a few cards up for something y'all can be grateful for. Have gratitude. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. I see you riding off into the sunset. If y'all been feeling lost, I don't feel like that's going to be the case for much longer. I feel like you're going to find your North Star if you keep looking ahead instead of looking behind you or paying attention to all the negativity that surrounds you, including people in your circle. Don't focus on the negative. Let go of those toxic people and free yourself, which is what your ancestors want and need you to do. Free yourself and forgive them and move on. It's like that saying that I hear people say, from Christianity about no weapons formed against me shall prosper. It's that type of energy. Keep that in mind. Alright, where's that angel deck? Oh, I flipped over. Where'd it go? There it is right there. Good fortune. Have faith in your skills and talents, as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. Like I said, an energetic shift, things are going to fall in alignment for you. For whoever this resonates for, as this is a collective message, it's not personal, so... Spirit, what else? What other message do you have? Real quickly, please. Make a commitment. If anything, be committed to yourself and to all the things you want for your life, for the better. And things that aren't going so well, Spirit saying make a plan, be committed to it, to improving your circumstances, your situation. Don't allow the negative things of the past to define you or to hold you back. And don't allow it or use it as a crutch or make excuses for why you can't. Because Spirit's saying you can. You just have to be willing. What else, Spirit? What else you got for me, Spirit? Anything else from this deck? You have more control over your life than you realize. Learn and execute what interests you. Turn things around. It gets better with time. There are plenty of friends to make, so chill out, have fun, and open up. Go outside. Spirit wants you to be more social, but be more social with the people who are like-minded like you. So if you're looking to, like, start a business, get around people who have that business mindset, who are in roles of management or already have a business of their own. There's a lot you can learn from them. And be willing to be like a sponge. Always listen, ask questions, and don't ever think that a stupid question or any question you have is a stupid question to ask. As you know, my parents always told me, you never know until you ask. The answer will always be no until you ask. So, don't feel like you're alone. You're not alone. You're only as alone as you allow yourself to be or feel. Sometimes being alone is good. It allows us to reflect, But it also allows us to open our creative mind, clear out the clutter, and refocus. Put our time and attention into what's most important, and less time stressing about the things that don't matter. Alright, I'm going to put this deck up. Yeah, that goes in there. Move these cards out of the way real quick. Spirit said, life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Alright. Last few quick messages. Spirit, what would you like to share with the collective? Please and thank you. What are the good things you want to share, Spirit? For the collective to be thankful and have gratitude. Show me, Spirit. Tell me more. Spirit saying, close out the old chapters. Let bygones be bygones, is what they just said. Set your sights high. You know how I said they're saying take charge. Don't make excuses for why things aren't working out or why they can't or why they won't. Spirit saying, no, no, no. You're the one in charge. It's time for you to take charge. Take the lead role in your life. It's like I say to y'all. Y'all are the CEO of y'all's life. Y'all hire and fire and promote accordingly. And Spirit wants y'all to set y'all sights high for incoming blessings. Because divine intervention is taking place. I even have this double rainbow card. Isn't that pretty? Double rainbow. So set your sights high. Things are going to be drastically changing in the next few months. Be ready. What else, Spirit, about set sights high? Wow. I even got the Wheel of Fortune. So things are definitely changing. This big energetic shift. It's time for a transformation. It's time to reinvent yourself. You know, I get this energy of more of being in your own skin. You know, it's time to shed the mask. It's time for you to really step into your own and be more true to who you are and not, you know, trying to be what everyone else on the outside world wants or expects you to be. Be who you want to be. Be happy with who you are, who you see in the mirror. Not trying to compare yourself to everyone else. Don't be in competition with anyone else. The only person you're supposed to be in competition with is yourself. Be better today than you were yesterday. Because if you can stay in this positive energy and focus, there's nothing you can't do, is what Spirit just said. But you got to be committed to it too. You have to really want it. Because Spirit's trying to reawaken all your hopes. And for you to not be afraid. Whoa. What else, Spirit? Last couple messages, Spirit. Spirit's coming out here again, saying there's a big reckoning coming. So things will be changing. Things will be made right. Some things I feel like are deep wounds. So this feels even like someone, your relationship with someone. I almost get this energy of like you've been waiting for someone to see things the way you see them. Almost like as in someone who does something you don't like. Like I feel like you've been arguing with them and trying to point it out. It's like, you know, well, I'll just throw, you know, something out there. I'm not saying this is what it is. I'm just going to give you an example. Let's just say you live with someone and they always leave their clothes laying on the floor when you got a hamper in your bathroom or even in your bedroom. And for whatever reason, they never seem to manage to pick up their clothes and put it in the hamper. They always leave it laying on the bed or on the floor or somewhere else in the house. And they act like, you know, they don't ever do that. But you keep pointing it out to them, even if it's just leaving their socks around. Or leaving dirty dishes. Like I get someone who has a pet peeve of leaving dishes in their bedroom and not taking them to the kitchen and washing them off and putting them in the dishwasher or something like that. Like I'm picking up on someone who just refuses to pick up after themselves. And you keep saying to them, like, I'm tired of picking up after you. You know, why is it that I can, you know, put my, you know, dirty clothes away in the hamper or, you know, manage to get up and take dirty dishes to the kitchen or put them in the dishwasher, but you can't do that. And it's like they completely ignore it. And they're like, well, I don't do that. And you tell them, yes, you do. And they try and play, you know, stupid, like you're imagining things. It's like, no. The only reason why you don't seem to recall that you leave your dirty clothes laying around is because I'm the one that's coming right behind you and picking them up, put them in the hamper. Or your dirty dishes being left in the bedroom or in the bathroom or in the hallway or in the living room. You're the one that picks up behind them. And so they seem to have a convenient, how do I put that? They seem to conveniently forget when they do things like that. I feel like they're going to start seeing it finally. Like I get someone that's going through and because this person is driving you that crazy, even though you like to keep a tidy house, you know, stay neat and clean, I almost get the feeling like you've just made the decision. It's like, no, I'm not going to pick up your clothes anymore. Or no, I'm not going to pick up all your dirty dishes and take them to the kitchen. So you know what? I'm going to let those clothes pile up on the floor, and I'm going to let those dishes in the kitchen pile up in the kitchen. And then they'll see what I'm, been saying all along. To where you can say, well, here it is. All this is piled up, and no, this isn't my clothes. No, these aren't my dirty dishes. And I feel like they're going to finally say, okay, yeah, you're right. And it shouldn't be that complicated, but, some people just don't want to see things for what they are. So I feel like there's like some kind of pet peeve like that. But it doesn't have to be like the dishes or the clothes. There's something like that though. Alright, Spirit. Anything else? Real quickly. Show me more, Spirit. Yeah, Spirit's showing me like there's going to be a big disruption. I kind of almost get a tower moment feeling. Like something that you've been working hard on trying to continue building or getting it to grow, and it's just not moving. It's because there's something with it in the foundation that's not right. So Spirit is trying to like tear it down and for you to start over again. It's not that you can't have what you want. It's just that where you originally started, it's not going to work out the way the energy's sitting right now. So they're changing it. And they're handing you back over the keys, so to speak. Like being king of the castle, queen of your castle. Being the leader, taking charge. But they're asking you to not continue neglecting the obvious, not seeing things for what they are, and they want you to focus on rebuilding. I just heard plateau. So someone might feel like you're at a plateau. I don't read on health, but maybe someone watching me is on a diet. Maybe you've been trying to lose weight, but you feel like you've reached that plateau and you haven't been able to lose any more weight. Spirit's saying you got to change something. The way you've been going about your diet, we'll just say it's gotten to, what's the word I'm looking for, Spirit? Your body's kind of almost adjusted to it is how they're putting it to me. So now you got to switch it up in order to get your metabolism to speed up more, so you can continue on this health journey you're on, to losing weight, changing your diet. I even feel like someone who's really trying to focus on eating healthier, taking a closer look at not just losing weight, but I feel like this also has to do with blood sugar or even cholesterol. So really focusing on what you're putting in your body, making sure more of what you're eating is healthier for you than just allowing, you to eat whatever, junk food you find or processed foods. I feel like someone's trying to go more of the organic, natural route than all the packaged stuff. that, you know, you find at the grocery store that's so easy and convenient. There's something here about pre-planning your meals. So this might even mean like writing down what you're going to eat for that week and then doing the shopping. And maybe it means one day you have to maybe cook all those foods for the week and then have to freeze it. So there's something about storing food in the freezer or getting like a big freezer where you can store more food. So, you know, I feel like for someone, it's been more of the trouble of finding the time to be able to cook at home or make more of the healthier meals. And Spirit saying it might mean you have to sacrifice some of your own time instead of maybe, you know, sleeping in for an additional hour or two. Gonna have to get up earlier and cook some of this food and then freeze it. So that way, at least it's cooked at home and it's not all processed food, and then you can just stick it in the microwave or whatever and reheat it up. So they're saying that will help. Anything else, Spirit? What's that? Spirit's trying to get you to focus on your foundation, but this is like metaphorically speaking. What is this, Spirit? Before I say anything else, no, I'm saying pull from a different deck. Where's that deck? All these decks I have. Okay. What is this about, Spirit? Last message, Spirit. Show me, Spirit. Show me more, Spirit. Clarify. Spirit just said things aren't going to be nearly as hard as you fear. It's just going to be an adjustment period. Time of being able to adapt, but it also means you're going to have to deal with the changes. And yeah, I know change for some people scares people. They don't like change. They don't adjust well to change. But they want you to have a different mentality. Look at this as not just a new start, but just a new you. And for you to start feeling more content, but more happy in your life, in your, you know, surroundings. And instead of stressing out and then, you know, worrying, like, let's just say that money's been tight, but let's just say that you ended up having an emergency and you had to go through and go to the doctor, even though you may not have had the money to go, but, you know, you needed to go for your health, we'll just say. Spirit saying, do not feel guilty. That was a necessity. That was something you needed to do for yourself. And yeah, the money, you may not have had it, but know that Spirit's going to provide for that money that's missing, that you will still have what you need. Don't be in the mind of poverty. Don't have the mentality of not ever having enough, or what you do or say will never be good enough. There's always going to be, yeah, we all want more. We all wish for more. But know that everything you have and what will be coming to you will be just right to even get you through this difficult period where you may have had this unexpected expense. Or maybe you splurge. Maybe you spend a little too much at the grocery store. I think we all can relate to that. I know we've all done it at some point. So maybe you decided to treat yourself, you know, and, you know, maybe you normally don't buy ice cream, but you saw that your favorite brand of ice cream was on sale and you decided, okay, well, I'm going to get some ice cream. I haven't had ice cream in a while. And yeah, that might not be good for your health if you're on a diet, if you're trying to focus on keeping your blood sugar under control or something like that. But Spirit's saying it's okay to still enjoy those splurges. Don't stress out about it. It's not going to be the end of the world. You know, if you feel like you just, you know, blew your diet, well, you know what? Enjoy that splurge today and then get back to going back to your diet tomorrow. It's like it makes me think of one of my loved ones who I know is constantly dieting on and off. Actually, there's more than one. There's a couple of them I know who go through those yo-yo diets. And I know they feel bad when they blow their diet and they go through and they eat stuff they shouldn't be eating. They know it's not healthy and they definitely know it's not going to help them lose any more weight when that's the main focus of them trying to lose weight. But they'll even tell you that having like a cheat day, as they call it, does help to where, you know, they don't get so frustrated and blow their whole diet completely. So I think they told me they pick one day. It's like either a Saturday or Sunday where they have a cheat day instead of, you know, whether it's focusing on counting calories or sugar or carbs, whatever. They will go and have that one treat at that one place, whether it's some type of dessert or restaurant, like eating out. As we all know, eating out isn't the healthiest for us either. So they'll do that. And that seems to help keep them on the right footing so they don't completely just blow their diet and feel like, oh, I just screwed up completely, and like as if their metabolism is going to suddenly conk out on them overnight. So they allow themselves that pleasure that one day. So Spirit's making me feel like it's something like that. At any rate, anything pertaining to y'all's health, if y'all have questions or doubts, go see a doctor, go see a specialist, talk to people in the medical field that can help you. Anything pertaining to your health. You know, you can't put a price on your health. Is that it, Spirit? Yeah, alright. Where's my last angel deck? Pull this real quick. Angel message, Spirit. Last message. Spirit's confirming what I was saying earlier. Make a commitment to yourself. The angels ask you to evaluate your commitments to others carefully as you enter this new phase. Get rid of anything that weighs down your spirit. This could mean leaving draining jobs, commitments, or habits behind. And a positive affirmation you can say to yourself is, my thoughts, action, words, and deeds support my commitment. My thoughts, action, words, and deeds support my commitment. So have a more positive mindset. Be committed. Be committed to yourself, though. Most importantly, to your overall health, happiness, well-being, and you'll find success. All right. That's what I got for y'all beautiful people. So again, know that this was a collective message. Spirit came through loud and clear before I started the stream, saying that there's a realignment and a reckoning. And the cards I pulled out confirmed exactly what I was picking up with that channeled message. So do not fear. You are protected and watched over by your loved ones in heaven and your spirit guides and guardian angels. And if you believe in a divine or a God or whatever label you want to name the higher being by that higher being too. All right. So, I don't know. Yeah, I probably won't be on here long. Hello, Michael Ellis. Hey, Tim. Hi, Eternal. Aw, you hurt my feelings. Not. Hi, Phantom Reaper. What are y'all up to today? Are y'all not spending Thanksgiving with y'all's family? Did y'all decide to hide out at home like me? I know you're at work, Eternal, and I know it's not Thanksgiving for you, but I slept for maybe an hour, and that's it. I can't even say I slept. I don't know what it was, but I couldn't get comfortable, couldn't fall asleep. So you can just say I just closed my eyes for a little bit. That's all I did. Figured I'd hop on here, and then I'm going to do another stream later, but I just heard that cat crying. I'll do a members only stream later. So unless you have a paid membership with me through either YouTube or Patreon, one of the streams I'll do is members only later. I may start it out public and then convert it over to members only. Haven't decided yet. And I'm still working on the Love Zodiac readings for next month. So for my Patreon members, who are on that tier, I'm working on them right now. I got a few of them done today. I still got the rest I gotta do. Ouch. Doggone nerve. I love that sciatica. At least that medication my doctor put me on. It doesn't seem like it's affecting me. So I'm thankful for that. At least I haven't seen anything. I've only taken it twice, but it's not dragging me down or anything. So far so good. Keep my fingers crossed. Because I surely don't want to go through and try and go back to my doctor and have them switch it again. Alright. Doggone it. You know what, Eternal? I never did look up those cards that I pulled for you last night. I meant to look them up and it slipped my mind because I got focused on the love readings earlier today. So, beautiful people, what are y'all doing today for Thanksgiving? Did y'all already go over to y'all's family's house? Or are y'all waiting to go? I'm celebrating Thanksgiving with 3 people. Me, myself, and I. And my kitty cats. If y'all missed it earlier, one of my neighbors was kind enough to come to my house the other day and offer to bring food over, so that was very sweet of them. So at least I'll have some food to eat for Thanksgiving. I don't know what they brought, but I'm thankful and grateful for their kindness since I didn't go anywhere today. Hoping that, well, I told my brother I'd come over for Christmas. I figured it'd be better for me to go over there for Christmas to play with the kitties, my nieces and nephews, plus I think it was last year, the year before, when I went over there for Thanksgiving, my sister-in-law's sister, so this is my brother's wife's sister, had brought up my parents on Thanksgiving, which there's nothing wrong with that. It was just the fact she was asking me about how they died. It's like, I don't want to talk about that. It's like, you know, did you forget or do you not remember that my mama died Thanksgiving? So the last thing I want to think about is that. So I didn't want to go over there and have that brought up again and it cause a fight. So last time I got up from the table and walked away and had to step outside and cool off for a little bit because she got me all fired up. But yeah, other than that, that was my reason for staying home. And because it's a 2-hour drive to get to his house. And it's hard to do that when I don't have a working vehicle right now. So, but that's okay. Anybody going out and doing Black Friday shopping? If y'all do, I hope y'all are safe out there because I know people like to fight during Black Friday. All them crazy videos I see every year. of people getting into fights, fighting over something. It's not worth it to me. But of course, I ain't buying nothing. I told my doctor the other day, Santa's bringing me coal and that's it, so I'll buy a gift for my nieces and nephews and that's it. Other than that, maybe I'll bring a cake to my brother's house. That's all I'm doing. Well, my beautiful people, since nobody's talking, and if nobody wants a personal paid reading, I'm gonna go. And maybe I'll come back later. Ouch. That way I can stretch my back. And I guess go dig in my fridge, see what the food is that my neighbor brought over to me. I just wanted to get on real quick and give y'all that channel message. So, my beautiful people, it was lovely having y'all. And I hope to see y'all later tonight for when I come back. Again, I'll be doing a public stream, so that'll be for anyone. And then I'm going to be doing a members only stream following it. It will be just for my paid memberships, whether you're a paid member of my Patreon or YouTube. So, my beautiful people, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for joining me. Happy Thanksgiving. If I don't see y'all later, I hope it's a wonderful, blessed rest of y'all's day. Sending y'all love and light and many blessings. Till next time. Bye.